Mavrika, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Taíno. I'm your host, Priscilla Colon, co-founder and creative here at Taíno, where our mission is to promote the Taíno language and culture. So, over the last few months, you have learned to describe yourself, your family, and to talk about what it is that your family members do. Today, we're going to talk about our studies. So, are you studying a language or some other subject? So, it's all about back to school. Let's begin by going over some important vocabulary words first. School, yararok. College, boyararok. Notice that boyararok is made up of two words, bo, which means great or big, which you've learned in a previous lesson, and yararok, which means school. Education, guaroko hawa. To study, roko hawa. Science, guarokot. In many of these words, you're going to see roko, as in rokotara, student, and roko hawa, to study. Now let's talk about subjects in school. So, in order to talk about some subjects that you're studying, there is an easy formula to follow. First, you have a word or topic. Then you add guarokot, which means science, and that is how you make the subject. So let's take a look at a few examples. Hekakun, numbers, plus guarokot, which means science, is hekakun guarokot, mathematics. You see how it works? Let's try the next one. Akalia, which you know means weather, plus guarokot, which means science, equals akalia guarokot, which means meteorology. Now we're going to do an exercise. I'm going to ask you a series of questions about what these people are doing or studying, and then we're going to answer them using some of the words that we've learned in the past and some of the words that we learned today. One thing we're going to be practicing in particular is the present progressive tense. That is the way you say what you're doing right now. If you remember, you usually take the verb, you add the word part she, and then you say what you're doing right now. So are you ready? Let's get started. Amana rokotara ibashi. Where is the student going? Rokotara ibashi yararok. The student is going to school. Katei guali nagu roko hawashi. What are the children studying? If you look at the picture, it looks like there's some math on the blackboard. So I can answer the question as follows. Guali nagu roko hawashi hekakun guarokot. The children are studying mathematics. Katei gualiche roko hawashi. What is the girl studying? The picture shows the night sky, so I can answer gualiche roko hawashi ture guarokot. The girl is studying astronomy. Notice that ture guarokot includes two words, sky and science, which equals astronomy. Amana rokotara nagu ibashi. Where are the students going? Well, this seems like a big school or college, so I can answer rokotara nagu ibashi boyararok. The students are going to college. Now let's talk about some subjects that you might see in a college class. Katei nahak roko hawashi. What are they studying? Nahak roko hawashi akalia guarokot. They are studying meteorology. Katei guariche roko hawashi. What is the woman studying? Guariche roko hawashi bohike guarokot. The woman is studying medicine. In a past video, we learned that bohike can be used to mean a modern-day doctor. So bohike guarokot is the science of doctors or medicine. Katei guak roko hawashi. What are we studying? Guak roko hawashi hek anaiki. We are studying a language. And what language are we studying? Let's ask and answer that question. Katei anaiki guak roko hawashi. What language are we studying? Guak roko hawashi Taíno naiki. We are studying the Taíno language. If you want, you can switch out that last word, and instead of saying Taíno naiki, you can simply say Taíno. So you see how simple that was? Take your sentence subject or person, add roko hawashi, studying, and then add the subject or class that they're taking. Why don't we go through all the words that we learned today? Yararok, school. Boya rarok, college. Guaroko hawa, education. Roko hawa, to study. Guarokot, science. Hekakun, numbers. Hekakun guarokot, mathematics. Ture, sky. Ture guarokot, astronomy. Akalia, weather. Akalia guarokot, meteorology. Bohike, doctor. Bohike guarokot, medicine. Anaiki, language. Taíno naiki, Taíno language. Now you can tell others what you're studying or maybe what you studied in the past. I can't recommend enough that you get the Primario Básico del Taíno Boriquenaiki because in the book, the author has listed out a lot more subjects that you can use to talk about your education. Do you want to know how you can teach kids about jobs, professions, and Taíno all at the same time? Take a look at our kids' books, specifically the new book, If I Could. This fun read-aloud story introduces some of the coolest jobs around. Created with rhyming text and full of color illustrations, this book shows kids how their favorite activities can lead to amazing careers. Want to continue practicing? Just follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or join Taíno Corner, our sister group where we get to practice our writing and speaking skills. Thank you again for studying Roko Hawashi with us. I'm so happy to have you here because I know together we can bring back Taíno. In the meantime, Tai Karaya Guaitiao Nagu.